So I'm going to try to explain how the drum filter works just in the context of my reef setup. Let's take this lid off. Usually you got to keep it on or you'll get sprayed if you're not careful. Basically the water is coming from the display tank upstairs. This is the full siphon and then secondary drain that'll come down into this first chamber in the drum filter. And from there it has nowhere to go other than going into this drum here. So the water has to go into and through this drum. It has a 40 micron mesh on it. So the water has to pass through the inside of this drum to continue on its way, and it'll exit these holes out into the salt. As detritus builds up inside of this drum, the water level here will increase. It'll get higher. And this float switch right here, when the water gets to a certain level, the float switch will trip, at which time water from this pressure pump here will get pumped up. And this is just a tub with reverse osmosis water in it, because you can't have this in salt water. And I'm going to be hooking up an osmolator so that it'll keep this water level constant. It'll trigger the pump, which will start spraying water down. And on the inside of this filter where all this gunk is, and you can see the transition of color between these filter places that have been sprayed and these that have aquarium detritus on them. These will start spraying down and the drum will start rotating, and all of that gunk will come into this collection tray, at which time it will make its way down into the slop sink. And I just have this here to be amused at how much junk it collects. It's a lot of stuff. This is about 3 days worth of collection. So it looks like it's about ready to trip. The water level in this side has raised, and that float switch really looks like it could go off. I'll tell you what, let's put the GoPro in the drum. I wonder what it looks like in there. You can see this is the path the water has to take, and water comes in here and it's got to go through this screen to continue on its way. This screen should look dirty, and this screen should look clean. Hopefully this thing trips anytime now. I'm gonna get wet, but I've got a GoPro. And a problem, kind of a challenge with the drum filter I haven't figured out yet, is when this does its filter cycle. Oh, there we go. So it only does it, 3-4 seconds, and then it's washed all this down. Now, there's kind of a surge of water here that's making my skimmer kind of go crazy, which I'm thinking a bigger sump, or more effective flow than these 3-inch pipes between sump chambers might be what I need to do. But that kind of in a nutshell is how the drum filter works.